Hi there, I'm Mike, and what I have for you today is to celebrate the holidays. All of them, including Halloween, I guess, because what we're going to talk about today is the Halloween Edition Wookiee Black Series figure, because why not? I guess it's well over a month late at this point. This is Walmart exclusive. However, I actually got mine from Big Bad Toy Store. Walmart was super late getting these out. Target was on the cusp of being late getting them out. I would still say, even though I got mine, and I'm talking about this guy here, I got my skeleton clone trooper, who I love, by the way, and I did a video on that if you want to go see it. But I got that just before Halloween. Like, it squeaked right in there. It would have been cool to have it like a couple weeks before, but it squeaked in there. Target got it out. A lot of people blame Hasbro, but honestly, I think on this, I think Target, if Target could get theirs out, Walmart should have been able to get theirs out. That's all I'm saying. Blame who you want, but I'm blaming Walmart for this fiasco. So anyways, I got it from Big Bad Toy Store because about a month or so ago, Big Bad Toy Store put theirs on the site, and I thought, why not? I'll put it on there. Worst case scenario, I'll just cancel it if Walmart gets it sooner, or I'll cancel Walmart's if Big Bad Toy Store somehow gets theirs sooner. I had a couple things in my pile already, including this wonderful moose here, and why not? So I put it in there, and lo and behold, it's here. The Wookiee Halloween Edition is here. So thanks, Big Bad Toy Store, for getting it out, I guess, within 2022. No thanks, Walmart, for just dragging your heels. I mean, people that ordered online, they're not even going to get it out until January now. It got delayed to that point. So anyways, this is the box now. Plastic-free packaging. We got the little boggling here, kind of a little hologram going up on the side. So that's the mural, I suppose. Halloween, it says, celebrate the season with special designed Star Wars figures from the Black Series. Got a little render of it here, and we have everything in the box, which we'll look at. And then on the front, I just want to take special kind of look here. There's definitely some sort of like scar, and there's like different paint colors and everything in here. This is just to be 100% clear on it. This is just literally the Black Chrysanthemum figure with a new head sculpt, which is basically just the same head sculpt, but with like wolf or cat ears, some kind of animal ears grafted on the head. That's not different. But based on this, like, this is a digital render, but the paint and everything looks nice. So we'll see how well that matches inside. And we can do that right now because I have it. I already opened it. I didn't want to go through the process of taking it out and all of that stuff. So first things first here, there's not a lick of paint on this whatsoever, other than on his toes down here and on the mouth and the eyes and the nose. Everything else inside the ears, there's no scar on here, none of that. There's a lot of stuff in here because, again, it's just the Black Chrysanthemum that we got, the comic. And, say what you will about this. I'm on the camp that this figure is not as bad as people make it out to be. And it's actually, I guess it's not the exact same head because the braids are missing here. But the facial expression is actually, it's flipped, is what they did was they flipped it. Whereas the snarl kind of curls up on this side. Let me get this closer here, so you can see it. The snarl kind of curls up on this side, and then it curls up on this side. So really, the scar for Black Chrysanthemum right here, which is a really cool kind of detail on there, should technically be on this side. And is it on that side? No, I don't see it at all. So either this is painted up. I think it's actually a sculpt in there. I think it's actually sculpted. So I guess it's not 100%, but the body, the armor, all of that is. It would have been nice to have some kind of wash on it, on here, some kind of just paint to go over here, because this just looks very plain. And Hasbro, it's kind of a bummer. I'm gonna be honest. That's not what I was expecting when you see these. This is somewhat false advertising. I know it's a digital render, but like it should look something like that. This shouldn't look that much better. But like, you know, you can tell there was supposed to be a wash on this because there's a lot of detail in the fur, whereas there's no detail in here. So that's enough of the figure. As far as the articulation and stuff goes, I mean, we don't really have to go into it much. It's just your standard Wookiee figure. If you have literally any Wookiee figure, you know how much it kind of sucks, I guess. Like there's not much head movement because of the sculpting of the fur. There's kind of rubbery down here, but it's not great. This actually is pretty tough, spiky, sharp. I got myself right on the knuckle there. It does kind of hinder a little bit with the arm. There's no butterfly joint, so I'm really hoping when we get that new mold for Black Chrysanthemum from Book of Boba Fett that he'll have some kind of new base body. I mean, he should. They said he would, but they also said things about the new Grogu that aren't true, so who knows. But it'd be cool. This is a figure that sorely needs some kind of butterfly joint, so that would be really, really cool to have. He does have kind of a waist swivel here because of the way the hair, the rubbery hair here is molded. He doesn't bend super well at the elbow. That's another thing I really hope they fix. They need a new Wookiee body. This Wookiee body has been more or less either the same or very similar since like 2014, 2015 when the original Chewbacca figure came out. Same thing with the legs. You know, he can kind of go like this. But all of this draped fur sort of hinders it. This is actually the first figure they made that had this style of leg, which they've been doing on all their figures now, where it's sort of a hinge and rotation at the knee instead of the double knee rotation. So you can blame Chewbacca for that because that's where they got it from. Anyways, he's got this big Sasquatch feet, which I absolutely love. So that's the figure. Not a lot to write home about. It's monochromatic all the way down. There's no paint. There's no wash. His hands, I guess, technically are painted, and his feet are technically painted, and his face is technically painted. But, you know, for being reuse, for being, other than like a slightly retooled head, for being reuse, they really could have given this guy a little bit more love. You know, I get they're saving money, doing something fun, and don't get me wrong, I don't want to complain too much. I love this concept. As we get closer to Christmas, I'm going to be doing Christmas figures. So I've got all of the holiday figures for the Black Series to talk about. I've got this Optimus Prime I'm going to do a video on. I've got Father Christmas back here in the back I'm going to be doing a video on with the moose that I got for him. You know, so I'm going to have some fun Christmassy figures on the way, Christmassy toys, but I thought I'd get this out of the way because, you know, Black Chrysanthemum and stuff. I do want to say there is a lot, and this goes for Black Chrysanthemum too, because he is, again, the exact same figure here, but there's a lot of really fun designs and sculpt work in this. I really do like this sort of He-Man-esque like body armor. I really do like it. And there is a spot still on the back because it's the same thing for the bowcaster to go on. So what we can do there is talk about some of his accessories. So the first thing he comes with here is this bogling. And on my video, I accidentally called this a zombie porg. It is a vampire porg. He has a little red down the wings. He's meant to be like Dracula. But this is a zombie bogling, or a werewolf bogling. See, he's got sharp fangs here. I feel like a zombie wouldn't have sharp fangs. But he does have these big green eyes. They painted this, I don't know what it's blue or purple, I can't really tell. But it's a fun repaint of a bogling, and I love critters in the Black Series. I have all the critters that you can get so far. All the porgs they've made, all the boglings they made, Minox, Kowakian monkey lizards. I love these. So we have this. You can put it in his hand, but like on the box, they kind of have him on the back. So I'm hoping that maybe we can just kind of stub there we go, kind of get a toe in there, and then we can kind of have him peeking over the side, which I really like the way that looks. That is fun. It doesn't look great from the side or the back, but from the front, it kind of just, it gives that appearance. It's not quite as high as this one is back here, but that is a digital render, and I think that's good enough. I really do. I think that's good. So what else does this Wookiee come with? He doesn't have a name. I keep on calling him a name, but he does not have a name. But he comes with the best thing. And for me, I'm not going to say this is why I bought it, but I'm also not going to say this wasn't a big reason why I bought it. But this is the same Camtono that the client came with, another figure that doesn't have a name. They've colored it in orange and then painted a pumpkin face on it to look like one of those old McPumpkin pale. I guess not old, they redid them this year at McDonald's, but there's a little more reminiscent of the original, I think, because it's got a lid, because no one didn't. Anyways, it opens up. So you can put things in it. There's a really thin sort of plastic hinge here, so maybe be careful of that. So it opens up like so. The top even does come off if you want it to. So it comes apart pretty well. And then he comes with these little, what these are the Beskar pieces that that the client came with. The build-up Mando pack came with Beskar too, but they were individual. So the client came with these stacks of Beskar, but they're supposed to be chocolate bars, because it's Halloween candy. It makes sense. So it comes with 2 of those, and the idea is you put them in there, close it up, and he has his candy in his pail. And then what you can try to do, oops, that boggling fell off, is try to get his hand inside this really tiny, I mean, it's not that tiny, but compared to a Wookiee hand, it is tiny. Trying to get that into the top here so it looks like he's holding it, and it kind of works. I wish you could get it in a little bit better, but like I said, he's got kind of a big hand. So I'll put that, let's put the boggling back on here like so. There we have the Wookiee with his pail, and then we've got the little chest that the skeleton trooper came with. And honestly, I can't wait to see what we get next year. I really hope, and Hasbro, if you're watching this for some reason, I'm hoping you're already planning next year, and I'm hoping they're well into production or going to be soon so that we can get them in a more timely manner. I really, really like the idea of these fun repaints, and I know they're repaints, and they pretty much have to be repaints for the weird niche that these are, but these are fun figures. I genuinely love this, and it's not for everybody. There are people, they look at these like, this was never in the movie, I don't care about this. That's fine. You don't have to buy it. But for me, I think this is a lot of fun. This is not perfect. Like I said, I wish that there had been some kind of paint, but the accessories he came with were great. They kind of saved it, but the actual figure itself, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of sucks. When compared to the skeleton trooper with the fun bones and stuff on there, great, very mediocre at best, if not a little bit disappointing. I would say more so disappointing than the disappointment that I felt when they first showed off Black Chrysanthemum here. But that's its own thing. I've got a whole video on that. For this, if you don't like it, cool. I mean, there'll be other things you do like. I think it's fun, and next year I hope we get some more Halloween figures. Coming up soon, I'll be looking at the different holiday figures. I'll be looking at the Christmas holiday figures, and that will be a lot of fun. Keep your eye out on that, and let me know down in the downstairs area. Did you get this? Do you care about it? I love to read and respond to comments when I can. I also love to thank these people here for supporting me on Patreon and at Black Series level or higher. It means a lot to me that you guys are here and support my channel. You can also like, share, and subscribe. That's free, and it goes a long way for helping out the channel. But with that, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for getting this far, and I will see you later. Bye.